is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos Reigns Gaming Channel. And just a day ago, we finally have a official teaser trailer for Black Ops 7. I have some thoughts about it because of what I've heard from people, but we're going to go in. This is the first time I'm actually ever watching this. I have not seen anything. I've been trying to stay away from any spoilers until now. With that being said, if this is stuff that you guys like to watch, make sure you definitely leave a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and without further ado,
welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
the guild.
You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Higgins, CEO of the Guild.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Alrighty, when looking at this and just kind of giving my thoughts about the entire thing, there's a couple things that go into my head. One, I will admit, the trailer is visually stunning. Like, honestly, when you look at it, it had 37 million views. Looking at this, I mean, like I said, 37 million views, number 3 on trending with 111,000 likes. However, this number right here, that's a little alarming for it to be a Call of Duty game. 57,000 dislikes. I'm a little nervous by that. Just because even it says here in the description, the year is 2035 and the world is on the brink of chaos, ravaged by violent conflict and psychological warfare. Following events of Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6, wielding cutting-edge technology, the Black Ops team led by David Mason must fight against a manipulative enemy who weaponizes fear above all else. Here's the problem, though. Number one, we've already had the story with David Mason and Raul Menendez, because it looks like, from what they have in here, it's kind of in that similar vein. And if this is a rewrite of the Black Ops 2 story, it's a little contradictory, because it's like, yes, you have a lot of narratives, because when did Black Ops 2 take place? The year is 2025 is when the year, or that's when it comes out, or when it starts for the whole thing, because you jump between 1986 to 1989 and then into 2025, which, like I said, you're kind of contradicting me, because now you're like, well, it's 10 years into the future. So with the 10 years in the future, though, the problem that I see is that, so does that mean that Raul Menendez didn't die in Black Ops 2? So technically then, would that make sense into saying that where this is spliced is you have Black Ops 1, you have Cold War, at the beginning of Cold War, then you have part of Black Ops 2 from 86 to 89, where Alex Mason dies. Woods is still alive and he's in the wheelchair. Then you have Black Ops 6. Then technically you have Black Ops 2, where it goes into 2025, where then technically Raul Menendez is kept alive and he's in the prison. But does that mean that he kills Woods? Because if Woods is alive in this, that's what's going to contradict everything. Because then it's not going to make sense. Because it's like, well, then which canon ending is the real ending? Because you never truly get it. Then in Black Ops 2, because if you say that he's left alive, then you have to say that there's something about Woods and him getting killed in this game. So, right off the bat, I'm a little skeptical. And because of Black Ops 6 right now, with it constantly needing to be loaded shaders, it has the omnidirectional movement and the size of the gigs and everything for it, I'm concerned that this is not going to be as big of a game for Call of Duty heads like myself because of that size and because of then needing to take more space up onto the computer. I'm not saying this to make it bad. I'm saying this because I'm looking at both sides of the coin. However, I will say, it's cool to see that there is the new head CEO that is doing a lot of the technology and kind of basing it where it's like, hey, we want to use this for the military, and here's how we're going to do it. Cool. Awesome. I think she might be some sort of like either support or antagonist that could possibly be there with Raul Menendez. But like I said, this game has a fine line that if certain things are crossed, it's gonna backfire into their face. And here's one big critique that I will say right away because of looking at all the visuals and everything. Treyarch, please. I know it's not you. I know it's mostly Activision, but I'm saying Treyarch because of the zombies. Please go back to the original round-based system and keep it like that. If you want to have all the perks for people to use, go ahead and do so. Can we just go back to Black Ops 2 with those perk systems or BO3? We don't need the modifiers. We don't need the audience. I think you'll get a better reaction because of it being like a Black Ops 2 story to go back to some of the Black Ops 2 mechanics and actually use them to your advantage, because I think then, for me personally, I think that Black Ops 7 will rise to the challenge of it being just as good, if not could be better than BO2 if we play through those mechanics. The only thing that I will say is that I know Treyarch has a lot going on, especially with coming up with the final DLC for Black Ops 6 and then into Black Ops 7. But like I said, for Black Ops 7, take your time. There's no rush. You still got years worth of content that you can give us in Black Ops 6. Hell, I still have to complete Citadel de Mort. I still have to complete the Tomb. I still have to complete Shattered Veil. Literally, just make sure all the bugs are fixed before launch. That's all you need to do. And honestly, now, if we're talking about zombies in general, because this is where my most knowledgeable area comes into play, I would say if you're really trying to start off a map right, I think one of the big things that you really need to focus on is replayability and atmosphere of what you want to do with it. Because, not gonna lie, you need to figure out where the rest of the story is going for the Dark Aether crew. But please give us more dialogue with them, because the last two, it just feels like there was AI, and I feel like it was like budget cutted. And honestly, on top of it, I would rather have you focus on the story aspects of it. I think story should come first, then gameplay. I get that you're trying to sync the gameplay with the story, but if you don't have a solid story, how are you going to base the gameplay around it? On top of that, the flow of it needs to work with it. And when I say the flow, I mean like the feeling of when you're getting stronger, like resetting yourself back to just the days of having a pistol. Like, I really miss the progression of trying to get stronger. If you want to still do the armor system, do the armor system, but do it in a way where it's like the zombies come in, like you go back to like that like 2 to 3 hit down system, and then what you can do is that when you get jugged, it can increase your time to heal, or it can do something for you. And then if you want the armor system, then that's your armor system of where it's like if you get hit, it just takes a dink out of your armor and not as much health. Honestly, I mean, it could also mean that quick revive could be boot, but I think with quick revive, I think honestly, it's like that should be focused on health regen if you're still trying to implement the medkit system. But then I would do something interesting with quick revive, where it's like, for a prime example, maybe if you're downed over by the exfil, like you could like try to exfil faster or something like that when more people are around, or something different with it. Like, I think it would be cool. But like I said, I know Treyarch has a lot that they need to get done, and a lot that is kind of being thrown at them, especially with Black Ops 7 and with zombies and everything. Because Black Ops is the Treyarch main title. But, like I said, the biggest thing, take your time. Get the people that you need for it. Because we would rather have a game that comes out every couple of years that's absolutely spectacular with no bugs or anything like that, and have you waste resources, get it out so fast, and have another Black Ops 4 blue screen situation. Or, in general, just having, like, game-breaking issues. So, like I said, overall, I think this is going to be interesting. I think this will definitely I think it's one that a lot of people have been waiting for, and a lot of people are excited to see. However, I will say I am still cautious, especially because ever since, what was it? Ever since the end of Cold War, so that means like when Vanguard came in, when Modern Warfare Zombies came in, you're swinging misses right now. Black Ops 6, you at least have some idea that it's like, you know, like it's at least somewhat decent. But like I said, I think those are going to be the big ones too. And I've noticed as well that you're returning to Blackout a little bit. Blackout I thought was okay. It's just that shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should always be like the campaign and everything, because that's going to be your bread and butter, where it's like it's supposed to line up with the story. And then multiplayer, Blackout, and Zombies come after that. But I would honestly say, like, don't constantly update Blackout once the whole entire game launches, because let the audience sit and relish in those moments and figure out all the things to do. So even with like Seasons Reloaded, don't throw in Blackout into like the Season Reloaded stuff, because honestly, if multiplayer and zombies are your biggest drives, go to them first. Appease that audience before you appease the Blackout audience. Because changing the map over and over and over again doesn't help you in trying to get sales. What's going to try to get you the sales is your other game modes besides Blackout, because you can do so much with just one map on Blackout, but you can do even more and tell even a bigger story and have more active online if you look at the multiplayer zombies. So, with that being said, I am optimistic. It looks really well presented. However, I am cautious because of those other games. And again, if you have any kind of thoughts about it as well, definitely leave it down in the comments below. But like I said, I'm super excited. And remember, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you won't miss an upload to join the Chaos Army. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, let the chaos reign.